think I'm live. We'll find out here shortly enough. So, back from vacation. First leg day back. I was feeling really good yesterday, and now today, I'm not sure. So we're gonna find out. We're bumping up the weight here. Starting out with the leg press. First leg day back, double dosing the Turkesterone, like I said, or it showed in the thumbnail. Check this out. See them leg? Watch the end of the workout. It won't look like that because it'll be so pumped you can't see any lines. But I'll just get right into the warm-ups here. If you joined in, got questions, let me know. Moving up the weight 50 pounds from my last round of doing this. It's on my fingers. So first warm-up set with 220 pounds. And top set, working set's gonna be 430 today, so see how this feels. It's like this first few reps, my hips are tight and stiff. That's why warm-ups are good, because by the end, my legs are loosened up and I'm able to get good range of motion. The next set is to feel that heavy weight a little more, and after that, going into all these working sets. Who that is? What you doing? Sweet tea. Really yummy. So I put all my base weights on the bottom so that I notice if I put too much weight on the top, the angle makes the machine more squeaky. So I put them lower and just add the extras on top. But I woke up with a little bit of a scratchy throat. Hopefully that's nothing major. A little bit of a headache, but once I get going, I think that'll be good. Spent the last week at like 7,000 foot altitude. Did a couple easy workouts up there. They were more tough because of the altitude. So we'll see if being back down near sea level makes a difference. What's up?
I'm gonna flap that Nate in our skip thing, or just being Nate.
Man, you talk to a lot of dudes.
Susan's in there too.
All right, so that's 220 plus 90 is 310. So I need to add 10 more pounds each side to get to 330. So 220, then 330, then we're going to 430. So get this warm up set, and we'll get this thing going. Thing 220. It's 90, 320, yeah, 330. So 10 reps here, and we're moving on to the working sets. kind of funny about that is, like 3 months ago, I was doing 350 for my top set. Hello. Let me know if you have any questions. I can answer them, hopefully, or let you know that I don't know, and figure out the answer for you. Let's see. Let's sit. That's kind of close. I'm gonna have to add this up on my phone to make sure I'm counting right. Because it's a lot of weights. But I think that's all of them. Check here real quick. I wonder if that even showed my, was my set even in there? Or have I just been sitting here forever? Oh, that's just wrong. That is just wrong. Well, I got 10 reps on my first set. So we'll see if I can get 10 again. I am seeing some vascularity in the legs right now. I was a little bit lighter when I got home this morning. I was like almost 182, like maybe a little above it. So that's on the low end for me. But definitely looking pretty vascular, especially when we were out there on some of those hikes. The first few days it was hot. My veins and my arms were popping, especially wearing a backpack or carrying a baby on my back. But yeah, sorry for those who were watching. I didn't realize that froze there. I just looked down and saw I was in the same position for a long time. But if you got any questions, comments, whatever, post them in the chat. I can get to those. Oh, I'm gonna head up my next set here now. 4:30. See if I can get another 10. After this, I'm gonna drop 20 pounds. Do a couple more sets like that. Lightweight, baby. Lightweight. That's heavy. Oh man. Actually, I think we're gonna drop to 400 instead of 410. Because that was really tough. Oh man. So that's 430 for 9 or 10, then 9. And now I'm gonna do 400. Updating my numbers on my phone here so I got everything tracking properly. There we go. Oh man. Oh. You know, when you go down deep like that on leg press, you feel it all the way up here in your hips. I used to go down like halfway so I could sit there and press 700 pounds. But I wouldn't get nearly as good of a workout or pump as when I started doing this. Man. My hips might be a little sore tomorrow. We'll see. If I'm not 100% today, with you know, if I am possibly getting a little sick, I think it's just the scratchy throat I had this morning. I really think it's just from being in Arizona all week, 7,000 foot altitude, dry out, to coming back here, Alabama, humid, elevation change, all that, different allergies. It's probably just a little allergy scratchiness. We'll see tomorrow. Plan on streaming today, tomorrow, and then again on Friday for my first 3 workouts to show the progress here, or at least the starting point of this new round. So 400 next. It's kind of crazy because my top 4 sets this time around are all more weight than my highest top set on the last round that I did. And my bottom set, final 5th set on this, is going to be more weight than my first top set when I started this whole trial with 350 pounds. So leg strength's definitely doing good. Oh man. It's definitely springtime. You can hear the birds out. What time is it? All right. Oh, I can't take too much rest here. Here we go, 3rd set. Now we're on 400 pounds, and all those weights are based on just the weights that I'm putting on here. This actual sled's like another 60 pounds. That's what, 460? My first sets were 490. So if you're comparing that to what you're doing on something else, like I know a lot of gyms have the, I forget the name of it, but the leg press machine that's like 120 pounds for the base weight. This one's 60. So I've got 400 pounds on it. It's 460 overall. If you're wanting to compare your strength and let me know how much stronger you are than me. Here we go. 3rd set. And it feels so weird getting tough on the 8th and 9th rep because I was doing what was it? Can't think straight. I'm gonna be doing a drop set next, so switching the weights around. But like my last rounds of this, I was doing kind of like 380 for 18. So it'd start getting tough around the 14th rep or so. Now I'm hitting like 7, 8, like, oh my gosh, this is getting hard. I thought today was going to be easier with the altitude change. Who knows, maybe I am getting sicker. We'll find out in the morning. It's all good. I can feel it a little bit in my chest. I want to take a deep breath. I'm supposed to go back to work on Friday night, so hopefully it's nothing too bad. We'll see. We shall see. Hey MBZ, Welcome. Working on some new PRs on the leg press. If you got any questions, let me know. Yeah, I did see that CS77. It's funny, like just the whole, people say I'm enhanced, I'm not natural. It's like, I get what they're saying. They're saying like I take supplements that aren't like the banned things that you can't use in other competitions. But when it comes down to it, pretty much almost every one of those are illegal drugs that they're not getting prescribed from a doctor. So, and no doctor's gonna prescribe it to you because you don't need it. Something that makes me laugh too is like all these guys like Alex Eubank, they're like, I have low testosterone, and dudes on steroids saying there's low testosterone epidemic. I'm like, if there's such a low testosterone epidemic, how come all the guys that need it are the ones that are jacked and have such good genetics? It doesn't really go together. It's more about insecurities and people trying to make excuses to use illegal drugs and feel good about themselves. If it takes you to like take drugs to make your physique better, like, and you have to sit there and try to justify yourself to people, then you're probably not going to be happy because, like with Alex Eubank especially, people see your videos like they may think, oh man, he looks jacked, he looks good. Okay, but that's the extent of it, and they don't think about you again. And no one really cares but you. No one cares how shredded your six-pack is. Someone might look at it and be like, oh man, I wish I looked like that, but that's the end of it, and they don't really care. They're probably happier than he is because they're not obsessed with their bodies. Was wondering what steroids I recommend? Where do you get it? Found it from YouTube. Well, it's funny that you came in and asked that stuff right when I started talking about that, because I don't recommend any steroids. Most people just need to be consistent and train hard and learn how to eat right, and you'll get a good physique. I don't recommend any steroids. One, because they're illegal. Two, they're not going to make you happy. If you can't build a good physique without using steroids, you're not going to be happy with using them. And if you found out from a YouTuber that increasing tests is a good idea, then try to do it naturally. Like a lot of people, the ones that say there's a low testosterone epidemic, that may be the case, but it's because of people's lifestyles. You don't train consistently or hard. You're not building muscle, you're building fat that's going to lower your testosterone if you're overweight or if you're underweight. Building a muscular base and staying relatively lean, somewhere between 10 and 15% body fat if that's comfortable for you. You're probably going to have pretty good testosterone. Mine's at 511 last time I checked, which is right in the middle of the normal range. And I feel just fine. But I would not worry about raising your testosterone. I'd be interested to know what YouTuber you're talking about recommends raising your testosterone level. I'm gonna do this drop set real quick and then come back to your chat questions. So I'm going 400, dropping down to 330. See if I can get 10 this time. Not getting enough sleep will mess up your testosterone too, along with drinking a bunch of alcohol. So that was 10, dropping down to 330. Ten and 6. I highly recommend anyone who thinks they need testosterone to really analyze your diet, including what you drink, eating and drinking, your body fat level, how much you exercise, how often. And if you're not willing to have all that locked in, you think steroids are going to be good for your testosterone building muscle? It's just shows basically the mentality like so many people have now. Rather than changing their lifestyle, they want to take a GLP-1 that, like Ozempic, that just suppresses your appetite so you don't have to work for it, and it makes it easier. But they don't make any lifestyle changes. Like, people just want a pill to fix everything rather than actually changing and doing better. SARMs quickly made insecure and independent naturally. Yeah, for sure, holy basil. Yeah, Alex Eubanks full of crap, dude. He's one of the most insecure people I've ever seen online. Influencers. The dude contradicts himself constantly and makes the stupidest excuses for needing to take steroids. There's no telling how much he's lying, because he said his testosterone was naturally up in the 900s, and then he got lean and it was down in the like hundreds or 200, something like that, and so he needed testosterone. If that's true, why would he need testosterone if his levels were naturally in the 900s? He just needs to gain weight, but he's too insecure to actually be at a healthy body fat percentage. He thinks he needs to be shredded and aesthetic, and the guy's been saying for years, you don't have to be huge, just be aesthetic. That's what people like. We need to bring aesthetics back. And then he whines and whines saying, it's just so hard to be lean, like I have so much pressure because people want me to look lean. And it's like, dude, pressure from people you don't know to look lean so you can make millions of dollars, like that's pressure. Why don't you try joining the military and going into a combat zone and getting shot at and see who really cares about pressure from people you don't know to look lean. It's the dumbest thing. But the only person doing that is him. He's the influencer. He could set a standard of, hey, how about you be healthy instead of being artificially lean and taking drugs to fix that? And who knows what else he's taken. But yeah, just about anything Alex Eubanks says, I would throw it out the window, because the dude doesn't know what he wants. He just flip-flops back and forth constantly. It's sad to see how insecure generations are now. People like this whole male red pill stuff. I agree with parts of it, of just like being masculine and stuff, but all these guys like, oh, you need to be a high value man and you need to increase your sexual market value by like getting really rich and wealthy and all this stuff so you have something to offer women. I wouldn't want to get really wealthy. That's probably one of Alex Eubanks' problems, is he has so much money right now. There's no telling if a girl wants to be with him for his fame or his money or what, and if she's gonna stay with him. Versus my wife and I got married when I was 20, she was 21. I was making 25 grand a year. We pretty much went to work, both of us, every day, saved her money in case we started having kids, until I got in the military, like almost 2 years later. And she married me when I was poor, but I wasn't just a loser. Like, I had a goal. We were both finishing college, and I was getting my pilot's license and trying to get into the military to be a pilot. And if you have goals and you're showing aspirations, that's enough for a girl to know that you're not a loser. And she married me when we had pretty much nothing and working towards a better future, and now we've gotten that, and I'm not worried she's gonna leave me because she actually was with me for me and not for you know, all those other outside factors. So I wouldn't want a girl to be attracted to me because of my wealth and because of all that other stuff. I told my wife before, if she died, like, I probably wouldn't get married again because I don't know if I'd be able to trust people. Plus, I've got 6 kids. I don't want some girl who doesn't have kids to get married to me, because then she's probably more selfish because she doesn't have any kids. And she's gonna not like my kids as much as I do. And if I marry someone that has kids, that's gonna be a whole lot of kids in the household. So, you know, I'm happy with the marriage I've had, and if something happens to my wife, well then, I'll be thankful for the time we had. This is a RIT Fit leg press hack squat machine. It's called the Gazelle Pro, and then I built that platform over there. I've got some videos on it. Just some 3/4 inch plywood, 3/4 inch horse stall mats, and yeah, it's been working really well. So this is 4 feet by 8 feet, is just the normal square part, but I think it's about 6 feet deep on the plywood portion because I wanted to go all the way to the wall, and that's a Rogue rack that hooks up to the wall. All right, let me get this last set in here because I'm just avoiding it now. I dropped it down to 380 for this last one. Oh, just as many reps as I can get. But yeah, if you just train hard, eat right, track what you're doing, you will make good progress. You don't need drugs. You don't need to depend on anything else. That's the problem with a lot of people too. It's like, they'll think, oh, they take a fat burner or something. It's like, I can't lose weight when it's time to go on a cut without using this stuff. Just don't depend on other things. Here we go. Oh man. Ugh. Whew. 10. It's crazy because when I did that as my first set, it was 18 reps. You know, the funny thing about Alex Eubank, I was just thinking about when I was finishing that set. He says that increasing testosterone is a good idea, which is funny. He's completely going opposite of what he used to say. But he just showed his blood work, and Greg Doucette was going over it, and I was sitting there with my blood work next to it as he was talking about it. Alex Eubank doesn't even know what half the stuff means. He's like, in this, I have no idea what it is, but the doctor said it's good. It's like, dude, I am 36, about to be 37, and my cholesterol is better than his. His blood work shows signs of kidney and liver stress because he's taking steroids. It's like, he thinks as long as the testosterone level is high, that's a good thing, I guess. That's not how it works. And he's just hurting himself in the long run. Let's see. $220 for 20. I'm doing calf raises now. I'm gonna be going back and forth, calf raises and leg curls. 5. 15. 'I don't know what my kids are doing, but there's a lot of stomping upstairs. Oh. Let's see if I can pop my back real quick. Oh, oh, there it goes. Oh, yeah. That's my self-done chiropractic adjustment. All right. So we got that. Make sure this is good. Can't see. I think so. Let's see. 125 from the first set. Guess we could bump that up now a little bit. So it's 125 and yeah, let's bump it up to 135. Shooting for up to 20 reps. It's kind of like a high rep warm-up set. Five. 10. 15. 20. Ooh, that was burning at the end. Yeah, felt that. It's back over here. What state? I'm in Alabama, near Montgomery. It's where I've lived the last 6 years now. Grew up here, moved away for about 8 years or so with the military. And now we're back home. Both my parents and my wife's parents live here, so it's been good, especially when I got to be gone for work. My wife's got help with the 6 kids. Feel safe with her when I'm gone, with her having people to help. Lots of friends, so it's all good. Just trying to stay healthy to make it last as long as possible. Got 310 now. Where are you from? Let me know down in the comments, in the chat, whatever it's called. So used to seeing comments from other YouTube videos. All right, 310 now. 10. 15. Oh, that burns. Woo! Ah. Oh. That burns the calves. For real. Oh man. I gotta go by the store in a bit because we are out of all the cold stuff in the fridge. All right, 310 for 15. What should I do? I'll try a set with 360 and see how that goes. And for the leg curls, we'll go up to 170. Just make for easy numbers. All right. California, nice. No fap. Yeah, no fap. That whole thing. I don't know where fap came from, that whole term. I remember seeing a bunch of videos on it a few years ago. I was like, what in the world are people talking about? And yeah, it's just the whole concept is funny to me. 35. My other 35. The nice thing about starting these rounds over this program is my reps go back down to the 10 to 12 range typically versus doing, you know, getting up to 18 is really tiring. So I say powerlifting, going to failure at like 5 reps is way easier than 15 to 20. I mean, it's heavy weight, but it doesn't take as much out of you as far as fatigue. It gets your joints tired, that's for sure. This gets your muscles burning. Five. With some burning hamstrings. I just realized the view. Interesting view of my butt. California, I haven't been there in a while. I've been to Oakland quite a few times with work, and when I was in the military, went to what's it called? Travis Air Force Base. Went to San Francisco a few times, although I hear it's not too great now like it used to be. It's probably been like 8 years or so since I've been to San Francisco. Yeah, especially with how much it costs. Holy cow. My house here was a little over like 300 when I got it. And I was talking to a dude who was building, I think near San Diego. Same size house pretty much, yard like maybe a quarter the size of mine, 1.1 million. I was like, dude, we've got the same job, but you're basically making way less than me because your expenses are so high. Even when we were in Arizona, I paid like $3.50 for gas one of the stops we made. I got home, I'm like, oh, that's nice to see. $2.80 for gas. And even that's high, $2.80. In my mind, I remember when I first started driving, it was like $1.10 to $1.20. It's crazy. 1, 2, Getting a good little calf burn there. 12. Keep that on there. So we'll get 360 again. I do 6 sets of calves. I just superset them with my curls and leg extensions, but the first set's kind of a warm-up, higher set warm-up, so it's not quite the same. Let's see. 3. It's gonna be 3. So I'll drop down to like 230. No. What am I thinking? It's 340 minus 90, 250. Can't add when I'm tired. Oh, yeah, if you're wondering, I'm sitting here on my phone. Like, I use this notes app to track my stuff. I don't do anything special with anyone's workout apps. I just throw in my stuff on that, and that's how I keep track of it all. Put it in my spreadsheet for this program I'm running to compare. It would be cool. I've thought about designing an app before eventually, and having features where, like, if you record your set, you can add it to that set. So if you're ever going through and comparing your numbers, you can see, look, compare set to see if your form changed, your tempo and stuff like that, to see if how much of a PR it was. Things like that. There may be stuff out there already. I'm sure there probably is, but just stuff I've thought about when tracking my own things. Here we go. Last set of leg curls. 5. Drop set. You'll notice I like doing drop sets. It's not necessary, but just something I like. Hello? I don't know who that was. All right. So that was, I think, 10 and 6. Write that down. Guess I'll start with 170 on my leg extension. See how that goes. And maybe go up to 220 now. Just getting all this ready. All right. 3 more sets of each. Oh man, message retracted. What? Go ahead and get my first set of leg extensions here. I mean, to MBZ's question earlier about testosterone too, like, this is literally what it's about right here. You're just doing this same thing over and over again, trying to make small little gains. A little bit of progress each time, whether that's a little bit more reps, a little more weight. It's a slow process. Nothing crazy is gonna happen. I mean, you'll make a lot of progress your first year to 2 years when you start training, the newbie gains you hear people talk about, but after that, that's why a lot of people too wanna, I mean, aside from social media and like you're saying, everyone using them, but people get used to that quick progress and it slows down, and then it's like newbie gains again once you start taking drugs. But then that's gonna slow down too, and what happens? You increase the dose, and you just get more and more unhealthy in your pursuit of looking like you're healthy. 13, 14, 15, 16. Yo, legs getting sore. That's 20. Almost done here. A few more sets, and we'll be done. This weather's really nice too. It makes it a lot more enjoyable. But it's gonna get up into the 80s again, and that's gonna be rough. When you're doing calf raises, just like every other exercise, you want to go through a full range of motion. Don't just bounce the weight up and down like I see 90% of people doing. I really like this machine. Tell you what, it's like $1,300, something like that. Oh, but it's definitely worth it. I haven't done squats or deadlifts in like 5 months now. My legs have still been getting bigger, still getting stronger. Just doing leg presses and leg extensions and leg curls. So don't feel like you have to do a certain exercise to make gains. Like everyone's got exercises they prefer and that work well for them. But every exercise is just another way of putting tension on the muscles. So as long as you're going through as full range of motion as you can, controlling the weight, you'll make good progress. If you progressive overload. All right, 220. Got this thing stacked all the way. I'm gonna have to start using some of my other 45s before long. I had someone comment before on my review of this machine, but it's a plate hog. That's what they're talking about. So you gotta make sure you have a lot of plates if you want to use this thing. I am seeing some vascularity in my legs, so I mentioned in my review, I don't know if that's so much from the Turkesterone or from it getting hotter out, my veins sticking out more because of that, or a combination of both. I guess that's one variable I wasn't really able to factor in. Hey, Fazulu. I see some retracted messages, but hey, thanks for joining in. You know, one of the variables I can't really change in a garage gym is the weather. So as far as vascularity goes, it's hard to tell what's causing that. From India, cool. My editor for this channel is from India. He lives in Calcutta. All right, drop down to 340 now. 2 more sets of this, 1 more set of leg extensions. And that'll be the end of this first workout of round 3. All right, 1 last drop set for each of these. And that's the end of this workout. Feeling better than I did when I first started. That's always tell people too, like, if you don't really, people talk about motivation, if you don't feel like working out, like I wanted to work out, but I didn't feel great. Hey, thanks, love from the United States, bro. Just go and start doing something, like walking on a treadmill or an elliptical, or just do a few light sets, and you might find out, okay, you know, I'm here. Let's do a little more. Then you might have the best session. Like some of the times I've hit PRs is when I didn't even feel like lifting. So you never know. That's part of the consistency that I was talking about earlier. Just make yourself do it, and you might surprise yourself once you get going. All right, so I'm gonna do another drop set here. So 220, I think, right? Because that's 90, 100, 170, plus 50, 80, 90, 200, yeah, 220. And I'll take off 50, dropping back down to 170. So, here we go. You'll see me hold myself when you're doing leg extensions. You want to hold yourself down. Because I see people go like this with the weight, and it's like you're using your body's momentum to help get it up. Hold yourself down. Focus on just using your legs to pull the weight up. Oh, that burns so bad. Oh, it burns. Whew. One last set of calves. So that was 11 and I think 6. Yeah, I need to, I hear you on the yoga. I used to, especially when I was deadlifting a lot, after every squat session, every deadlift session, I would spend like 15 to 20 minutes stretching, and it helped a lot with my back. And I got to the point where I'm like, oh, my back feels better, then I'd quit doing it. Back pain would come back, and I'd start doing it. So it's like I would only do it when stuff started hurting rather than continuing to do it. And that's just part of, like I was saying with diet and exercise, training hard consistently and all that, even when you don't feel like it, is what it takes versus using steroids or other drugs. Same thing, I just need to put in the effort to, hey, set aside the time to do this and make sure your back gets better and stays better. So I think with all the really heavy deadlifts, I've done some extra damage to it though, because it's a different kind of pain I get now. So, you know, it kind of stinks, but no use complaining about it. I just work with what I can. Like, I get a crazy leg pump and workout just doing what I'm doing now with the leg press, and I feel a little pressure in my lower back, but it's nothing that really hurts. So I'm just trying to be more mindful now. I'm not doing powerlifting anymore because there's no point in hurting myself. But yeah, I'm definitely need a, maybe on my cardio days, I'll start trying to throw in like a 30-minute yoga program or something and do that, just work on the hips. But it's a good thought there. Hey Fazulu, I'll get back to you about chest in just a second. Let me get this last set done. I'll do a little drop set here for calves. Call it a day. It's 11. Strip some of the weight. Keep going. Trying to skip these ads that they're popping up. I like to skip the ads when I'm live. I enable them, but skip the ones that plays in between. Because the people that join in live, I don't want y'all to have to sit through ads, but the folks that watch later, they can easily skip them. You've witnessed the first leg day double dosing the Turkesterone. And like I said in the beginning, you can't see nearly as much definition once your legs are pumped up. I got some veins there though, that's for sure. Because everything swells up. So, chest growth. The two exercises I would say to do for that, some kind of bench press, whatever you like. If it's barbell, I've been doing that lately, or dumbbell, but go all the way down if it's a barbell until you touch your chest. If you can't do that because it hurts, just lighten the weight until you can. You want to make sure with chest, a lot of problems for people, and I'm going to be doing my chest day tomorrow too, so keep a lookout for that, and I can talk more specifically about chest stuff. But I used to have a problem where I would bench press like this, my back would be rounded, and if you feel you're using your shoulders a lot and not a lot of chest. But if you pull your shoulder blades back, instead of being like this, pinch them together and then push your arm forward, you keep them pinched while you're doing it, you can feel your chest a whole lot more than just your shoulder. And that'll help. So either barbell or dumbbell, maybe a slight incline like 15 to 20 degrees can help if you see that the upper chest is lacking. But then you just progressively overload that. Pick something in like 10 to 12 rep range that you can do controlled. That's what I've been doing with this. 10 rep max and go up from there to higher reps. And just be consistent, track what you're doing. Try to add another rep the next time. Or once you get to like 13 to 14 reps with the same weight, you start with 10, add 5 pounds or 10 pounds and keep doing the same thing again until you get the reps up high. And then I like to do some kind of chest fly. I prefer doing like my pec deck machine. Cable flies work good too. I just like, you can cheat to me less on the pec deck machine. You can get a really good stretch controlled because you're using your chest with the heavy weight doing this, but then the muscle fibers go crosswise in your chest, and this is a chest isolation versus a compound here, and that helps out a lot. So those are the two main ones I would suggest doing. And again, just track what you're doing, progressively overload so that you're making sure that you're making progress, not just going in the gym and doing whatever. Control the weight. And yeah, I can talk about that more tomorrow. If you keep a lookout, I'll be streaming again then. I don't know, I'll have to look that up. I did go to India and met up with my editor once, and we had some Indian food together. But I'm usually only in a certain country for a couple days, maybe 3 at the most, and I usually stick to a lot of just salads and meats like I always eat, because when I go from eating in China to India to Europe, back to China and Japan, it's like some of the foods, all the changes mess my stomach up sometimes. So I try not to go too crazy on it. But yeah, hope that helps, Fazulu. Just keep track of what you're doing. Make sure you're progressing. I mean, shooting for like between 10 to 20 working sets a week. So if you're doing 2 chest days, shooting for like anywhere from 6 to 10 hard sets, you know, starting out like maybe you do 3 hard sets of bench press with 3 hard sets of chest curl or chest flies after that. You do that twice, that's 12 sets. So once you get used to it, add an extra set to each. So then you get to like 14 hard sets a week, and then work up towards 20. You don't have to go all in all at once. Hey, I'm glad to help you out, CS77 and all y'all. I gotta get going because I got a chiropractor appointment in 25 minutes. Get my back stretched out a bit, and I'll be back tomorrow with the chest day. So thanks for watching, I'll see y'all soon.